welcome back everyone for some more Legend of Zelda, the Tears of the Kingdom here on the Switch. And we are going to be traveling here to Typhlo Ruins because there is a side quest that I want to do. Now, this is one of my favorite locations in all of Hyrule to explore, and sadly this will most likely be the last time we go to Typhlo Ruins in this playthrough. But depending on how fast it takes for me to deal with things here in Typhlo Ruins, I may be doing other things. Which, first thing I do want to do after we do Typhlo Ruins is I do want to quickly go back to, Eventide Island. Apparently there's something here that I didn't even speak to the guy after I got done with the pirate hideout, so I might end up doing that after that. And I do have to see whether or not the enemies respawn, because there was a blood tide that happened off camera right before I started recording this, but before we get started here, hopefully you guys have an awesome day today. Hopefully you guys are doing well. So, without further ado, we are going to be traveling to Typhlo Ruins. Actually, do I want to go to Typhlo Ruins? Part of me kind of wants to get and check out. You know what, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna go to Eventide first, because that's kind of eating away at me. Because I wonder if it respawn the enemies or not. Because if not, I'm not gonna be able to do that side quest. I might end up having to do that all over again, I don't know. We're gonna find out here real quick. Okay, it doesn't look like it. It looks like everything's pretty much the same, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna ascend and we're gonna go and back talk to Sasami. And then we'll go to Typhlo Ruins. And then after we're done with this real quick, we are gonna go to Typhlo Ruins. Now, I wonder, after we're officially done with this quest, which I'm going to let you guys read that here real quick. I wonder, once we're officially done with this quest, if the enemies respawn. But we're going to go ahead and go here real quick. Hey, I can tell just by looking at you that something happened. What's up? A cave? Hidden around the back of the island? And there was a pirate ship? You beat every single pirate on the ship too? Holy cow, you're like a one-man monster control crew. I mean, I'm part of monster control crew, but I've still lost my nerve. Thanks to you, I can finally breathe easy. I should probably give you some token of gratitude for risking your life. Here, accept this with my thanks. And we got ourselves a blue-maned Lionel Saberhorn, and it has a 33 fuse attack power. The sharp blade-like horn of blue-maned Lionel. Attach it to a weapon to moderately increase its attack power. Cook it with a critter to make an elixir. Weren't you expecting something that rare, were you? That rare, I should say. I picked it up on a previous Monster Control Crew expedition. I've been holding on to it as a lucky charm all this time, but you'll probably get more use out of it than I would. Now then, time to put together a report on what happened here and finally leave this island. Once I'm back, I'm turning over a new leaf. No more scaredy Sasami. I'm going to be capable and courageous like you. So thanks for the help and the inspiration, mister. I hope I'll see you around. And with that, seeking the pirate hideout is complete. Look at that rainbow. Look how awesome that looks. Maybe it was kind of photo bombing, but with that, we are going to go ahead and we're going to be going over to Typhlo Ruins for real this time. So we're going to go ahead and fast travel here. That shot of the rainbow was awesome. We have 101 shrines, 88 light roots, and 245 Koroks. But now we're going to be talking to this person. Hey. Hello, my brother in research. I was waiting for you. You were?
Ah.
That's right. I'm the one who discovered these big ruins way out here, but I wasn't able to make much progress investigating them. I'm only one Hylian, and this, alas, is not a one Hylian job. That's why I wrote to the Zonai survey team asking them to dispatch a researcher to assist me.
No.
And here you were, practically right after I sent my letter. Great response time.
What?
You're not a Zonai survey team researcher? You're just some guy. I see. So few people come through here, I assumed you had to be the assistant I asked for. My mistake. After all the trouble I've gone to, can't they send one assistant to help with my monolith research? Wait, monolith research? Oops, did you hear that? Sorry, scrub that from your brain. It's not meant to be public knowledge. If you were from the Zonai survey team, I could tell you all about what I've discovered so far, but you're not, so... Won't let me help. I appreciate the offer, but that's really not allowed. Then again, though he may not be a researcher, he does have the look of adventure about him. Maybe his expertise will get things back on track. You know what? You're hired. For this project alone, I'm appointing you as my research assistant. Come on, let's find out what secrets these ruins are hiding. Well then, we can dive right in. I'll start by showing you what my research has uncovered so far. Wait there. Oof. Sorry about that. I took a drink, by the way. My throat's kind of feeling a little bit raw. Take a look. I think you'll be pretty surprised by this discovery. And with that, investigate the Typhlo ruins has commenced. Kazuo of the Zonai survey team is looking at the monoliths of the Typhlo ruins. You should see what is written there. Display the power of the Sage of Wind to the owl protected by many dragons.
No.
Aren't you surprised? Yeah, wow. Right. Right? The Zonai were an ancient civilization with their own system of writing. Almost no one living today can read Zonai script. But you can read the inscription on Monolith, right? That's because it's written in Hyrulean. Though these ruins appear to be Zonai in origin, they feature text written in modern Hyrulean. How could that be? Who built these ruins and for what purpose? This is just a possibility, but the monoliths that were found might be pointing to a spot somewhere in the ruins. You and me, we're going to get to the bottom of this. I need you to find that spot. There, we may find yet another monolith that tells us why these ruins were built. It's just a hunch, but it's also your boss's hunch, so... With that, Owl protected by dragons has commenced. Let you read that. Now let's read the next one. Display the power of the Sage of Fire to blaze through the space between two dragons from head to tail. Two dragons? That description reminds me of something I saw when I first arrived at these ruins. And where that corridor between two dragons has commenced. Let you read that. Now let's read this one. Display the power of the Sage of Water in the presence of the 6 dragons. There was a small ring of dragon head statues somewhere, wasn't there? Ominous place. Where was that again? And with that, the 6 dragons has commenced. Of course, I get a pop-up on my laptop as I'm recording this. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my recording. And now let's go ahead and read this. Display the power of the Sage of Lightning at the end of the long dragon that protects the Mountain of Death. There are a lot of dragon statues, but we're looking for one with a long body, sounds like. What's with that mountain part of what's with that Mountain of Death part? That's troubling. And with that, the long dragon has commenced. And needless to say, we do need to have all 4 sages with us. Unfortunately for Minoru, there is no quest here for her, but without further ado, we are going to go ahead. And the place we're going to be going to first is somewhere. I think somewhere along here. I think here. But we do need to go a bit northwest. Now, unfortunately, there was a blood moon, so we have to deal with some constructs. No, thick stick. Durability up, I don't want that. There we go, awesome. Soldier construct 4 horn, wow. Okay, we don't want to mess with him, but now we are approaching this area right here. Okay, we do need to be careful. We need to go through here, and we're at where the 6 dragon statues are. Now, I do need sidearm. Now, what I need to do is... And with that, that opens up this area. That little jingle never gets old. But we're gonna go back around here. But we're gonna open up this chest. And inside the chest contains 5 opals. I'm hearing enemy music. There must be a construct nearby. But with that, the 6 dragons has commenced. What? Let you read the 6 dragons here real quick. But now we're going to be going a bit south, and we're going to be going to an area that has a dragon head and then a long wall. Which is right here. So what we need now is Unobo. And then we are going to go... And we get 3 rubies. And with that, corridor between the 2 dragons is complete. Let you read that. Now we're gonna go a bit east and a bit south. Okay, there's a construct there. Oh, that was a good shot. Okay, what I'm looking for is a big owl statue. Should be somewhere close. As a matter of fact, I see it right over here. Now we're gonna need tooling for this. So all I need to do is just go to tooling and stand on this pedestal and blow the wind right there. Get ourselves 3 sapphires. And with that, the owl protected by dragons is complete. But before we move on, we're gonna have to be real careful because I think there was another construct nearby. I mean, the constructs aren't too terrible to deal with, but the less we have to deal with, the better. Oh. Okay, let's go around. And a lot of these are higher powered constructs, so if I don't have to deal with them, I don't have to, then that'll be good. Okay, there should be somewhere. Okay, this is where we need to be. Now we need Reju for this. Okay, what we need to do now is we need to strike an arrow right there. But with that, we're gonna go ahead, and you can probably deduce, since we got Ruby for fire and Sapphire for ice, we got Topaz here for lightning. And with that, the Long Dragon is complete. And with that, another ruin raises up. Gotta be careful. Let's... Now, before we stop here, we are gonna make a pit stop. Let me go ahead and put a pin right here. But we're gonna make a pit stop here at the Korok Forest because I do want to upgrade my inventory. We're only 155 Koroks away from getting a full inventory. But I do want to expand another weapon spot. And you'll see why here in a moment. But we're gonna go ahead and talk to Hestu. Chakakala! I smell Korok seeds on you. If you give me Korok seeds, I'll expand the size of your inventory. So, you want more room? Yep. Chalakara, which stat should I expand? Well, what weapon one? Shoke, I just need 45 Korok seeds. Deal? Here you go. That never gets old. Ban, weapon stash, Shakala. Shakalo, I can expand your weapon stash no further. Okay, so we cannot expand it anymore. Sorry. I still smell Korok seeds on you. Want me to make your pouch even bigger? Not right now. So we officially cannot get any more melee weapons, so... With that, we are going to go back to Typhlo Ruins. And we're going to go to where the pin is. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Just gotta go through here. Actually, I highlighted the wrong thing. It's over here. We need to go down here, go down these steps. And in this chest over here, we got ourselves a very rare weapon, and that is the Dusk Claymore. A slender claymore thought to have been handed down to the Kingdom of Hyrule ages ago. The blade shines with a holy luster. And that's why I decided to expand my weapon stash, that way I can get that. That is a legendary weapon, by the way. But anyway...
Hey!
Hello, are you there? So this is what was waiting for us beneath the ruins. Wait, you found another monolith? If it was hidden away down here, there's almost certainly something important written upon it. Oh, my heart is pounding. Shall we read it? Dare we? We dare. Here, allow me. Monument to Loyalty. Hyrule owes its peace today to the gift that King Rauru gave unto us and his noble feat of imprisoning the Demon King. Wait, King Rauru? Imprisoning the Demon King? Rauru is named in legend as the first king of Hyrule, and this mention of imprisoning the Demon King, this monolith is no doubt a chronicle of the imprisoning war. My heart won't stop pounding. Let's read on. The great battle ended with a seal, began with support from the sages, each of whom bore a shining secret stone. Among these were 4 Hyruleans, loyal warriors, all who hastened to King Rauru's aid as their oaths demanded. They are the pride of the peoples of Hyrule. This stone monument is dedicated to loyalty that will echo through time. I see. In other words, this ruin is dedicated to sages who fought with Rauru, the first king of Hyrule. It was built by Hylians afterward. That explains why there was a Hyrulean text on the monoliths we found. What a discovery! I'm astonished to find so profound a secret hidden in these long-buried ruins, so full of mystery. I'll stay here for now to analyze what's written on this monolith. Once my heart rate returns to normal, I'll swing by the survey team base in Kakariko and turn my findings into a book. I can't wait to see the looks on their faces. Haha, oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, whoops. I completely forgot to give you a reward. I never could have solved the mysteries of these ruins without you, my assistant. You have my thanks. With that, we get a large Zonai charge. Please take this. Get a big battery. And this too, as a bonus. We get a diamond. If you came all this way just to see some ruins, you must be almost as fanatical about Zonai history as I am. You could say that. So please, enjoy the Zonai artifacts I discovered, mementos to remind you of our time working together. Now, fear not. Since I'll be sticking around a while, you can come back if ever you'd like to talk ruins and relics. In the meantime, happy trails. Goodbye, my trusty assistant. And with that, investigate the Typhlo ruins is complete. Let you read that. And I do have a few minutes here. There are a few places that I want to explore first. And the first one I'm going to be doing here is in Zora's Domain. You say Sidon's water wall. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the cave under Zora's Domain. And we are going to be going off here. Cave under Zora's Domain. We can't get any more break blooms. But anyway, we made a discovery. This is Chasm under Zora's Domain. And what we're going to do is we're going to get and place a pin here. I don't like that this keeps on... I don't know why it keeps on freezing. And we're literally right on top of the light route. But here we are at the Kawagam light route. Yeah, I don't like that the game keeps on freezing like this. Hope there's nothing wrong with my Switch. Yeah, I kinda don't like that. Yeah, there's only a couple places that I wanted to do here before we get and call it a video. The light route dispelled the darkness and brightened the surrounding area. Okay, let me go ahead. I do want to put on my Zora outfit. No, I didn't want Soldier's Greaves. I wanted this. There we go. Let me go over here. But here we are at the abandoned Laneru mine. Go ahead and get you. Authorizer verified. Ooh. Welcome. This was once a busy refinery where a great deal of zonite was processed. It is all but abandoned now. I do still have associates here who process ore and manage schema stones. You should speak to them. Okay, let's go over here. Authorizer verified. Welcome. I am a forged construct. I process zonite here into other materials. Please wait one moment. Yeah, we know how that works, so there's really no reason for it to explain that. These are materials that have been processed from the ore. I am willing to accept zonite in exchange for processed materials. See if any of them catch your interest. Which, I'm actually not going to go here. I'm actually going to go because there is a chest over here that I want to get to. And yes, I do see those Octoroks there. Oops. But we get a large crystallized charge. Oops. Do pack quite a wallop. And I do want to go over here. Now, we are going to have to come back here eventually because this is actually one of the places where we have to fight Koga. There's ourselves a Grand Po. And with that, we are going to go, and we are going to go one more area here before we end the episode. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, let's delete that. Let's fast travel to the Arusakam light route. But we're gonna have to climb out of here. Maybe not. Shoot. Let me go ahead and put my outfit back on. But we're gonna glide down here. And we are here at the abandoned Kakariko mine. We're gonna go ahead and speak with this construct. Authorized or verified. A forge construct. And I'm not going to read this again. These are materials that have been processed from the ore. I'm willing to accept Zonite in exchange for process. At least we got another location to go to now. Okay, looks like there's nothing over here. Okay, let's activate you. Oh, wait. Trying to investigate the contract. I get that you're curious, but I prefer you didn't interrupt me. Oops. I thought I did a big no-no there. There should be a chest. Let's see, there should be... Really? Really? Okay, looks like we got some traveling to do. Let's ascend through here. Oh, I actually ascended through the chest. That's wild. But we're gonna go ahead. Awesome shot there. We got ourselves another large crystallized charge. But with that, I think I am gonna go ahead. And what I'm gonna do is we are going to be going back to the surface. And I do want to cash in on my crystallized charges. I do want to upgrade my battery. And after we do that, we're going to call it an episode, and I'll talk about what I'm going to be doing next. But I did want to at least do those two locations first before I did anything else. That way at the end of this, I'll have 3 whole batteries. But we're going to be going over here to the crystal refinery. Oh, that's right, I can't use tooling because I'm at a settlement. This is a crystal refinery. I can take your crystallized charges and use them to produce energy wells. To produce one energy cell will require 100 crystallized charges. Is that acceptable? Yep. I don't know, that sounds kind of rude, the choice there. Get producing. Now, that sounds kind of bold. I don't like saying that, so I'm not. I have refined your crystallized charges into one energy well. And with that, we have 3 whole batteries now. We still got 5 more whole batteries to go yet, so got quite a bit of collecting before we're able to get crystallized charges. But I would enjoy further visits from you, which I definitely will. But we are going to call the episode here. The next time I see you guys, we are going to be going to the Sky Islands, and specifically, we are going to be going over here. We're going to be not only finding this shrine, but we're going to be tackling something over here, which is going to be the start of something that's going to take probably 2 episodes to do, but we are going to go ahead and fast travel to the Ganos shrine at the beginning of next episode. We will be there. So hopefully you guys looking forward to that, and the next several episodes, as a matter of fact, will be dedicated to the Sky Islands. So, and I really think that I have not been spending as much time in the Sky Islands as what I should, and this at least gives me an opportunity to explore them a little bit more, because there are a few things I do want to get up in the Sky Islands that are very important, as a matter of fact, that I haven't gotten yet, which I am tired of putting off, and I'm going to go ahead and get them because they are rather important. So, but you'll see what those are going to be here in the next several episodes. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.